Welcome, this is Scott Cook. Today we are interviewing Dave Hordell. He is an enrolled agent and the owner and founder of Torchlight Tax. So Dave, this time of year people are starting to get worried about their taxes and the deadlines. What's the first deadline they need to be concerned with?
Well, the first deadline is Monday, March 15th. And this deadline is for the small business or S corporation and the partnership. And it's very important that they make that deadline either by filing their taxes or that they file an extension, because otherwise there are significant penalties.
How significant are these penalties?
The penalty is $195 per month per shareholder, or $195 per month per partner. And the penalty is assessed for the first month on March 16th, and then again on April 16th, and it just goes on and on like that. So it's at least $195 per month. And it's more if you have more shareholders or more partners or whatever.
I see. Now, if they file an extension, can they avoid that?
Well, by filing an extension, there will be no penalty for late filing, and they get a 6-month extension, and it's virtually automatic.
Wow. What do they have to do that?
Well, they either have to fill out the appropriate forms and send them to the IRS, or they have to have their tax professional do that for them. And as a special service, if you would like Torchlight Tax to do your taxes, we will file an extension for you at no charge. All you have to do is get the data to us as far as your name, your employee ID number for your corporation or your partnership. We need to know who the managing member is, or the president, or whatever you call the leading executive in your firm. And we can and you have to have the address and so on, and we can file an extension for you. And that way you have 6 months to get your income and expenses together, your profit and loss. Now that 15 March is a due date for the tax return, but if you file the extension before that, you get 6 more months. Now on March 16th, you cannot file for an extension, so you have to make sure you get it in by the 15th.
I see. That's very good to know that. Is there anything else they would need to do this, or how would they get in touch with you?
They would call me. They can call me at my toll-free number, 1-877-897-7797, or they can call the landline in my office at 702-463-1818, or they can send an email to dave@torchlighttax.com or davehorwedel1@gmail.com, and if they give us the data, we'll do everything possible to get an extension filed in time. It's important that you give us your contact data, your phone number, your address, in case we have to get some more data from you to file the extension, but we're quite happy to do that.
Well, that's great. That's a great service, Dave. Thank you very much for talking with us today.
Well, there's one more thing that you want to ask me about, Scott.
What's that, Dave?
Are there any other extensions?
That's a good question. Are there other extensions we should know about?
Yes, on April 15th, you have extensions for C corporations, which are the major type corporations, and you also have extensions for the 1040, the personal tax return. Also, a limited liability company that is not elected to be treated as an S corporation or as a partnership has to file their extension by 15 April. If an LLC is elected to be treated as an S corporation or a partnership, it's due on the 15th of March.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, we have a couple more days on that one at least.
Right. The other thing to be alert to, sometimes people set up a limited liability company or a corporation with the intention of electing to be an S corporation or a partnership, and they should actually file an extension even if they haven't done that election. And they give me a call, I can do that for them, because otherwise, if you do a back election after this date and you haven't done an extension, we'll be incurring those penalties. Now, sometimes people have thousands or tens of thousands of dollars by doing extensions like this. by doing elections like this. So it's important that you get it all together. And once again, if you have any questions, you can call us at Torchlight Tax or email us. We'll do the best we can to answer your question. But for new clients coming our way, our primary intention will be to get your extension done so that you don't get hit with these heavy penalties.
Well, thank you very much, Dave. Is there anything else we need to know?
I think that's pretty much it, Scott.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you being here. Good night.
Good night.